Good morning, you guys. We've had 2 nights in a row of frost / light freeze, and so it's time for an update to see how things went. Remember, I didn't do much, or I didn't do anything except one tree. I'll show you. So the first night we got snow, and that night the forecast was 36, 35. It got down to 30, but everything was fine. That water was big time insulation. And then last night it was forecast for 35 and thinking got down to 29, and now I've got the freeze out for all of the full tropicals. So things like this Amelia, they're gone for the year. The moringa is going to be down, you see that. The roselle, I didn't even harvest it. The Turk's cap, actually that's not fully down to the ground. I think I can see some life in the stem. Anyway, but that's the transition, and I really just wanted to let it happen. Running around with sheets is sometimes a waste of energy. So a lot of the citrus is fine, or should be fine. It looks fine right now, and that's pretty cool. You know, 29-degree freeze, and I had a lot of younger leaves, so it'll be cool. I bet you there are a few leaves that got zapped, but not a ton. Oh, that's sad. I mean, it's okay because it was big, but this fig has a ton of momentum. That's why it was up so, high and fast. That's LSU purple. So figs can go through winter better when they adjust to it and drop those leaves and harden off. So there's another fig that's damaged, and I was eating figs yesterday. So it was probably 4 or 5 hours at 29. But it's cool to see the Calicarpa is still up and strong. This guy, he froze to the ground last year, and that avocado definitely. There shouldn't be any damage on the avocados. They really are. They're more like their foliage is just hardened off. But this was expected. Papayas to be gone. Did not get many. It looks like some of the seeds damaged on the Jove's Tears. I could have harvested it, but there's still some good seed there. And yeah, the bees are rocking and rolling. They're busy today. A lot of cleanup. Yep, the cassava. That's not all the way to the ground, but that's definitely back a good bit. Chayote, that's gone. And that's okay, that's a good thing. Hopefully that banana has enough energy to come back strong. So I didn't even pile up mulch or anything at the base. So the trunks, like see this papaya over here? Nothing. Now if it was forecast for 27, I would have, for sure. I would have shifted the leaves around. But man, it opened up a lot of space. This avocado is just fine. But lots of papaya down. This cassava, it's not frozen to the ground, but it's frozen. But it looks like all the citrus are fine, and that's the big one. And actually this is going to open up some space, not having to worry about that moringa anymore. It's going to open up some space. Now this is an interesting one. Oh no, that's pretty damaged. So some of this older curl was from the last frost, but it looks like pretty much all of it is damaged from the new frost, and but not necessarily the stems. I don't know the plant, but it looks like it's just the leaves. All right, a little bit messy here. My bee feeders, some of them were leaking for some reason. I don't know if it's a cold temperature change or something. I checked, for moisture getting in, and it was just the sugar water was spilling out. So maybe there's a flaw in that system. All right, let's go to the other side. The bananas took a hit. This solanum took a hit. Pretty much standard, but it's good. We're getting into winter. Hey there. The ladies are over here, wherever it's a little bit thick. I could tell, they wanted to have a good bit of cover. So they're just hanging out in the woods. But pretty much, you know, no damage on the citrus, just papaya across the board. Hey ladies, how's it going? It's unfortunate to see the that big papaya take a little hit. So the water tanks definitely helped a little bit. It looks like, oh no, that is leaf damage. All right, well, we'll see. The verdict's out. So I didn't cover this guy, but he's got 2 buckets of water down at the base. And it was about a ½ inch of ice in a wheelbarrow, so it was down at 29 for a while. So I see leaf damage, but we won't really know, you know, at the stem or how fast it drops the leaves, things like that. It's just feedback. The star fruit is fine. This is good. Although there might be some damage on the fruit itself. These leaves look... Oh, just kidding. Never mind, there's a little damage. We'll see. You know, when it's real light, sometimes they grow out of it. But those bottom leaves are definitely undamaged. It's a pretty good microclimate. And cherimoya, this too. This is looking good. Yeah, wow. Well, you know, 29, it's not that hard. So it had a bucket of water too, but nothing else. And even up at the top, it doesn't look too bad. So the one plant, when I said I protected something, the one plant I protected was this acerola, because, you know, they're super tender. And so yeah, this is probably something worth talking about. So temporary structures are the way to go, and this is trash pile, you know, greenhouse cloth. And here we go. So the acerola is just fine. It even got, the reason I did it, it got a little damage in last night's cold, which was, you know, less and had all that moisture to help it. So I gotta pull off one more. I gotta keep the heat out, so I don't want to go in too hot. So I'm gonna keep this up a little higher. So there, more banana damage and star fruit that looks perfect. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of early, it is just the day after, but here's potato that's melted, and there's a little damage in the leaf, but I don't think it's going to drop them. I actually think it'll heal them and grow out of it. It looks really pretty good. But we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, so that's an addendum, you know, for cold protection. Again, just some ideas. The water buckets are valuable, and I didn't talk about that much before, but you know, state change releases a lot of energy, so that's a good technology. And temporary structures, you know, look into them, experiment. All right, you guys, peace.